Hello everyone and welcome back to the All Teams career on F1 2018 with Regina Hertz, who's just currently going around the track now on one of those invitational races in the Williams from 1992 as driven by Nigel Mansell. Oh my goodness, nerdgasms into overload once more. Nerdgasms into overload. Fantastic. Wowzers. I got a little bit of a semi watching that. Anyway, let's continue now on to the next race. And it's time once again to look at the research and development part of the game. And once again, we've got this bloody aerodynamics, which we've got to change for next season. So we're going to see if we can adapt these parts now. Of course, makes no difference whatsoever because we're going to be changing teams so quickly. But of course, we're going to do this to help out Sauber. So here we are at the Circuit of the Americas, the best racetrack in the history of the world ever. No, actually, it's utter twaddle. Utter fucking twaddle. Anyway, let's continue on to the qualifying session. At the moment, the Hertz is in 5th position. And at the end of qualifying, Lewis Hamilton got pole and the Hertz got, oh dear, 17th position with Charles Leclerc in 16th for the race.
Join us tomorrow with a look at the starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Bottas, Kimi Raikkonen and Perez, Grosjean, Magnussen, Ocon and Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Hülkenberg, Daniel Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Bird, Hartley, Stroll, Sergei Sirotkin and Stoffel van Dorn. Gasly and Charles Leclerc rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the Regina Hertz career mode, and it's time to say go, 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 and it's away she goes from 14th position on the grid because of course quite a few cars had penalties as we go up to this torturous left-hand turn at the Kota circuit. Yes, it's a very, very tight one indeed, and Regina dives down. Oh my goodness gracious, bloody good call. She gets past a huge amount of cars already into turn 1. She's up into 5th place, I do believe. 5th position from 14th on the grid. This is another fantastic performance from the Hertz once more in a Sauber. Yes, a bloody Sauber, which is supposed to be the slowest car on the grid. But of course, it had quite a few developments, so it was in fact ahead of Williams when we signed for the team. Anyway, let's see if we can continue now with the Hertz. Still in 5th place at the moment. We got Maxi Verstappen in 4th position directly ahead of us. And Kimi Raikkonen now is the car behind in 6th place. And oh, she's gone wide. The Hertz has gone wide. That could give the opportunity to Kimi Raikkonen to try and get past. As you can see, but at the moment, no, she's still holding on bravely to this 5th position now. Kimi Raikkonen still behind, Verstappen still in front. Oh, we got a red arrow for Verstappen. I think he's going to go for a move, is he? He's trying down the inside. Oh, you can just see his front wing there. But no, the Hertz manages to hang on once again to this 5th place on the first lap of this now 50% race at the Kota circuit. So let's continue on now and go to the replay cameras and see exactly what's going on. There's the Hertz. There's Kimi Raikkonen sort of directly behind, or a little bit set back from the Hertz there, as you can see, and she's still chasing Maxi Verstappen, which he seems to be gaining a little bit of ground on Regina Hertz there. Just look at the beautiful livery of that Sauber for this year. Absolutely fantastic. I didn't like the blue livery, it was a little bit shit, but there you go. Anyway, we continue now on to lap 2, and the Hertz is still holding on to 5th position now. Still, as we go into this very, very tight and torturous left-hander once more. And Verstappen is chasing after, I think that's Valtteri Bottas and of course the Mercedes. As we go through this S section, which is, oh my god, it's absolute shit. Yes, it's absolute shit. We go left, we go right, we go left, we go right again. No, right a bit more, right a bit, oh for fuck's sake. Will someone just invent a decent racetrack? Please, someone invent a decent racetrack. I feel so sorry for everyone in America that has to put up with this shit. I really do. Yes, I really do. And it's in Texas as well, which makes it even worse. Oops, I just lost a few more subscribers there, Dave. Anyway, we continue on now. This is still lap 2, and she's still chasing after Max Verstappen, who's gaining quite a bit of ground on her at the moment. She's got the ERS in high mode because she's lost. Oh my goodness, as I say that, Kimi Raikkonen goes for a move down the inside of the Hertz, but she covers him off. She goes around the outside. Yes, she does. And holding on now to this 5th position on lap 2. As we accelerate forward now, I think it's going to be on to still on lap 2, and she's still chasing Verstappen and Bottas. Raikkonen's still behind. She's got the... Oh, I think there was a tap there from Raikkonen. I think there was a little bit of a tiny tap from Kimi Raikkonen. The Iceman himself, he's just letting Regina know that he's still there, and he's still after stealing this 5th position from her. But she is bravely holding on now as we're just about to come around the final turn and complete lap 2, and we go into lap 3 of this Grand Prix. Yes, indeed. And now the DRS has been enabled, and we've still got the ERS on hot lap now because she's managed to do some harvesting, whatever the bloody hell that is. I mean, what is she, a bloody farmer or what? Harvest some more power from the battery, please, Regina. God's sake. Someone go back to the old days when, you know, you just used to drive the car and then the fastest car was the winner. Remember those days, lads? Remember those days? Yeah. Sadly, long gone. Anyway, it's time for me to go into the old folks home, but just before I do, it's time to say we're still on lap 3 at the moment, and Regina Hertz is still in 5th position with Maxi Boy Verstappen still ahead in 4th place. Anyway, it's time to accelerate forward now a little bit further into the race, and now she's got very, very wide once again, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ, now Kimi Raikkonen has this opportunity as we climb up the hill. Yes, he's side by side with Regina Hertz now. Is he going to get past? Look, there's the big wheel in the background, and yes, he has. But look at this. Regina does the switchback on him, and she goes down the inside, dives down the inside, in fact, and gets the place back from Kimi Raikkonen. Fantastic move there from Regina. So back into 5th position now on lap 3 of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward now to lap 5. Yes, lap 5. Still holding on for the Hertz, but once again, Kimi Raikkonen's making a move down the inside, and Hertz goes around the outside once again, covers off the line, and yes, gets the place back. Wowzers. Of course, she's been tutelaged by the huckster himself, who says, don't let any bastard get past you. Yeah, that's what he says. It was just the only words he ever said, in fact. Yes, just don't let any bastard get past you. Anyway, we accelerate forward at lap 6, and once again, oh, there's contact with Kimi Raikkonen, but once again, she goes around the outside. Kimi has to brake very, very hard there and slows right down, in fact, and she's gained a little bit of ground, but she's managed to hold on at the moment still to this 5th position on lap 6. Valtteri Bottas is now the car in front of her as we accelerate forward now to lap 7 of the Grand Prix, and finally we've got some cars coming into the pits. Of course, Regina is only going to go for one stop, I do believe, yes. So she goes past now and she's up into 4th position, right in the middle of a Mercedes sandwich, which is Valtteri Bottas in 3rd, and Lulu, the blessed one, now behind Regina. As we accelerate forward at lap 8 of the Grand Prix, a couple more cars coming in, I think, or just one car is coming now as we just look at the mini-map, and Regina Hertz is now in a podium position, 3rd place for the Hertz. On lap 9 now. Lap 9, yes. Magnussen is now the car behind her, and Valtteri Bottas is the car in front as we accelerate forward now to the end of lap 9. There's another car coming. I think that's now Valtteri Bottas. Oh, and a Ferrari is coming as well. That must be the leader of the race. I think that may be Sebastian Vettel. But yes, it is Vettel. She goes past both the cars now, and she's now up into the lead. Oh my goodness, the Hertz is in the lead, and that's Sauber. How is this even possible? As we accelerate forward out to lap 11, Hertz still in the lead, but of course she's under real pressure now from Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari, who's got a lot more horsepower than the Hertz as he goes past under the DRS now, but the Hertz isn't going to give up on this. No, she's going to dive down the inside, isn't she? Yes, she does. Covers off that line, pushes Sebastian off to the right-hand side of the circuit, and she gets back into the lead of this Grand Prix, as you can see on lap 11. Can she hold on to the lead, or is she going to come into the pits? Well, we will find out in a moment. Lewis Hamilton is currently in 3rd position as we accelerate forward at lap 12 of the Grand Prix. Well, the tyres are looking pretty good, so I think she's going to hang it out for a few more laps yet before she comes in for a one and only solitary pit stop. And there's a lot of red, angry arrow wasps in her rear view mirrors for Regina Hertz at the moment. And they're going to split her in two. They go right round the outside of her. It's Hamilton and it's Sebastian Vettel. But look at this. She sneaks down the inside of both of them. Brakes very, very late into this corner. And she pushes Hamilton out as well. She goes wide, but she manages to get the place back. And that place, of course, is the lead. But Hamilton's not giving up on this now. He's going round the outside of Regina Hertz. She's still hanging him out to try as contact. And Regina goes round. Oh, my goodness. But she holds it. She holds it. She goes very, very wide. But there's Lewis Hamilton still on the inside. And he's gone past her now. Lulu gets past. And now Regina gets past. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was a moment there. That was definitely a moment there for Regina Hertz. She almost bins it as well, but she manages to hold on, and she thinks to herself, I think it's about time I come in for a pit stop now, yes, to get away from these very, very rude boys who are trying desperately to steal that first place. Well, she's giving it to them now because she's coming in for a pit stop. But wow, that was pretty intense there, pretty intense, but once again, good driving from the Hertz as she comes off the super soft tyres and goes on to the soft tyre now, which is going to last her right the way through until the end of this Grand Prix because she's only making one stop. Where is she going to rejoin though? She's in front of a Renault just coming out of the pits, but lots of cars have gone past her, and she, not too bad actually, she rejoins in 9th position now for the Hertz on lap 13 of this Grand Prix. Okay, we accelerate forward now, still on lap 13. She's managed to catch up to Brendan Hartley in the Toro Rosso, who actually goes into the pits for his stop. There's a few more cars coming. There's a McLaren in the pits as well. That could either be Fernando Alonso, or it could of course be Stoffel Van Doon, because we're not driving for McLaren anymore. So both the drivers are back in their respective race seats. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 16 of the Grand Prix. The Hertz has made it up into 7th place because a couple of people have come into the pits, and now she's up into 5th position because 2 more people have come in. Yes, 5th place now for the Hertz on lap 17 as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 17, just going to lap 18, and there's 2 more cars coming to the pits, a Force India and a Ferrari, which means she's oh my god, she's up into a podium position now. The Hertz is up into 3rd place at the moment, just behind Bottas, but ahead of the honey badger himself, Daniel Ricciardo. Anyway, we accelerate forward down to lap 21 of this Grand Prix, and the Hertz is still holding on. There's no change in the positions. Well, there is one change. Now behind her is her old rival, Fernando Alonso, in the McLaren in 4th position. But the Hertz is holding on to this 3rd place, but she's got absolutely 0 chance of catching Valtteri Bottas. As we accelerate forward down to lap 23, the Hertz is still in 3rd position. Still no change in the positions. Alonso has caught up a little bit of ground on her. She's caught up no ground at all on Valtteri Bottas, and the Ferrari of Vettel is way out in front. As we accelerate forward at lap 26, just 2 laps remaining of this Grand Prix now, still holding on to a podium for the Hertz in 3rd place. But she's under real pressure now from Fernando Alonso. His arrow went red, but she managed to hold off the line. We accelerate forward at lap 28 of the race, and look at this. She is going to cross the line, I do believe, in 3rd place, just about to start the last lap of the race. Kimi Raikkonen sort of diving around the outside, trying to get past the Hertz, trying to get this position away from her. We move on to a little bit later into the race. Sebastian Vettel's now run the race, and Kimi Raikkonen goes past. Under DRS, he goes past the Hertz. Can she get the place back? She dives down the inside of Kimi. The answer to that is yes, I think she bloody well can. Fantastic, yes. So it does look like a podium for the Hertz on the last lap of the race. Valtteri Bottas has already crossed the line, I do believe, in 2nd place. So if the Hertz can just hold off Kimi Raikkonen, there's only a few more calls to go, and there's not really much of an opportunity for Kimi Raikkonen to get past as we go through these final corners. Okay, so I think the Hertz is going to finish in 3rd place as we accelerate forward now a little bit further into the last dying ambers of this race. And I do believe, is she going to? Yes, just one more corner to go now for the Hertz. But there's Kimi Raikkonen, there's the arrow once again. Is he going to do a dive down the last corner? And the answer to that is no, he bloody well doesn't. So the Hertz crosses the line in 3rd place. Wowzers.
Great drive, great drive.
Fantastic performance there from Regina Hertz in a Sauber. Let's go to the podium celebrations now. And there she is on the podium in 3rd place. Regina Hertz right next to Sebastian Vettel, and there's TRL Limitless. So there he goes, the trophy goes up for Sebastian Vettel, and now it's time to spray the champagne, and there's the Hertz. Oh my goodness, oh Vettel, steady on now, steady on. She didn't like that, don't spray champagne over our Regina. Unbelievable scenes, unbelievable scenes. Anyway, so there you go. Third place for the Hertz. Sebastian Vettel won the race, Valtteri Bottas in second, and her teammate Charles Leclerc only finished in 19th position. Oh my goodness. So in the championship now, the Hertz is now in 7th place with that third place. 119 points. Sebastian Vettel is in the lead, of course, with 278 points. And Charles Leclerc is in 11th place with only 40 World Championship points. Okay, on to the interviews now.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective.
Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
So what's she going to pick? Ooh, sportsmanship increased.
You left some body work out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip?
And she's going to go for... Oh, grip decreased.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
And she's gone for no comment.
Appreciate your time.
So onwards we go to Mexico, and it's time to sort out this bloody aerodynamics once again. More adaptations are required before the next, I think it's 3 weeks now, or something like that. Anyway, I don't bloody well care, to be honest. Anyway, so that's that done. Let's move on to Mexico, and as you can see, just looking at the power units as well. Yes, we're going to up the power units a little bit because we've got some worn components now. So we want to be nice and fresh for Mexico because, of course, there's a lot of long straights. Yes, a lot of long straights. So we've gone for a new motor generator unit heat because our other one was getting pretty worn at this stage of the championship. So out we go to Mexico, and at the moment we're just trying to see what qualifying time the Hertz can pull in. At the moment she's in 12th position, but she's going to cross the line now, and it's 11th position. Yes. Okay, so we move on to a little bit later into the qualifying session, as you can see. Oh, Jesus Christ. She's down to 19th place at the moment. Let's see if she can improve as she crosses the line. The answer to that is no. Still 19th place for the Hertz. So there's the scores on the doors then. Lewis Hamilton got pole position. Charles Leclerc got 12th place, and the Hertz got 19th position.
For today's race, Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez, and Magnussen, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Raikkonen. They've taken a grid penalty, and Esteban Ocon, Alonso, Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and Grosjean, Stroll, Hartley, Stoffel Van Dorn, and Bird, Sirotkin, and Pierre Gasly rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so
it's time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the Regina Hertz career mode from 18th place now on the grid, and it's time to say go 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 in this very unbalanced career mode for F1 2018. Yes, there's been a lot of complaints about it, the fact that the AI are all over the place. Anyway, let's continue now as we're now going 4 abreast. Oh my goodness, as we're going to turn 1, is there going to be a space for Regina to slip through? Is she going to be able to slip through on the inside? Yes, she does. And there's her teammate Charles Leclerc as well, and she gets past him. She's already up into 11th place now for the Hertz. Oh, look at the cars, and she almost plows into the back of the Renault of Nico Hülkenberg, but she manages to steadfastly hold it all together, and she's up now to the points. Yes, 10th position once again for the Hertz from 18th place, and she's going for a move now on the false India. She jumps over the curb. I think that's Esteban Ocon. Is she going to get past? Yes, she dives down the inside of Esteban Ocon, and I think she's now up into 9th position. Yes, 9th position for the Hertz. Our next target is Kimi Raikkonen, the Iceman himself, of course, who's currently in 8th position in the Ferrari. Yes, the Ferrari, as we go through this twisty section of the beautiful Hermanes, or whatever you bloody call it, Mexico Grand Prix circuit, and let's see if she can catch up to the back of Kimi Raikkonen when he's playing. Although she has managed to underbrake him, getting a little bit close to the back of Kimi Raikkonen. So, and he's got Kevin Magnussen in front of him, and in front of him, he's got Valtteri Bottas. Oh, a little bit of corner cutting from the Hertz there. She's about to complete the end of lap 1, and she's still chasing hard on the back of Kimi Raikkonen with the ERS deployment on hot lap and rich mix, which means she's giving it the full beans now at the moment. Yes, the full beans to see if she can catch up to the back of Kimi Raikkonen. Anyway, we accelerate forward down to lap 2 of the Grand Prix. Raikkonen has got past Kevin Magnussen, but Regina Hertz has managed to get right up the gearbox of said Magnussen. But she goes a little bit wide there, loses ground to Magnussen, so she's still holding on at the moment, this 9th place. As we accelerate forward now to lap 3 of the Grand Prix. Oh, there's a car off. It's Valtteri Bottas, and she managed to get past Bottas and Kevin Magnussen because he was unsighted, trying to see which side to sort of go past Bottas there, but he didn't quite manage it. So she gets past up into 7th place now for the Hertz. It's accelerating forward down lap 4, and the safety car has been deployed on lap 4. Yes, the safety car. So it's time for all the cars to slow down to the safety car pace, which for Regina Hertz is basically a crawl. Look at the speed she's going at the moment. Look, it's very, very slow as the leaves start falling on the ground, but she's got to maintain the space. Anyway, so the virtual safety car is now finished. The DRS has been enabled once again, and it's time to say go, go, go as we return to racing speed on lap 4. The Hertz still in 4th position behind Kimi Räikkönen. We've got a yellow flag and there's a car off. I think that was one of the Renaults. I think that was Nico Hulkenberg. Just looking at her tyres, about 30%, so she's doing very, very well. Once again, she's going to go for a one stop, I do believe. So she's got to run these tyres, which I do believe are the Hypersoft tyres, all the way up until the middle stint of the race. But let's see if she can. We accelerate forward down to lap 9 of the Grand Prix. As you can see on the mini-map, there are cars now starting to come in, so she's going to gain a few more positions. And she has. Well, she's gained 1 position now into 6th place as we accelerate forward down to the end of lap 9. And there's another car. No, oh my goodness, there's 3 cars coming now. So she's going to, yes, up into 3rd place. 2nd position now. 2nd position for the Hertz, just behind Sebastian Vettel in 1st place on lap 10 of this Grand Prix. Okay, we accelerate forward now to just the end of lap 10. And here he comes into the pits. It's Sebastian Vettel, which means the Hertz is going to go into the lead on lap 11. Wow, another fantastic performance. Of course, she hasn't pitted yet, and all the other cars have. She's on 49% on the right rear for her tyre performance. So it will be time to come in pretty soon, but she's got to hang it out a little bit further. Big accelerate forward lap 12 of the Grand Prix, and now trying to get past Lewis Lulu. Lewis Hamilton, of course, he's bidding for fresh tyres, and he's also got the DRS open as well. But look at this, Regina dives down the inside of Lulu. Oh, there's contact, but she leaves in the space. But she manages once again to hold on to this 1st position. As it's time now to accelerate forward now to lap 13, and Hamilton's already got past her once again under the DRS. There's another car also trying, it's Verstappen, but once again she's going to dive it down the inside. Oh, it's going to be contact, and there is, and Lulu goes round. Oh my goodness, Lewis Hamilton has gone round. Maxi Boy uses the opportunity to get past Regina Hertz, but she's turned Lewis Hamilton round. That's a bonus of 1 million R&D points for Regina Hertz there for turning around Lewis Hamilton. Well done, Regina. Well done indeed. She's trying desperately to catch up with Maxi Boy, but I don't think she's going to pull it off as we accelerate forward at lap 14 of the Grand Prix. Verstappen's still in 1st, but now Vettel has gone past. I think Verstappen's coming to the pits under DRS for Vettel. Gets past. Now Regina down to 2nd place. She's got no defence though. She's got no more mix for her fuel, and she's got very little ERS deployment as well. And now another car's going to get past. Valtteri Bottas, but she's going to try and hang him around the outside. Yes, she does, but she holds on to 3rd place now. This was inevitable because the tyres are wearing out for Regina Hertz. But she's got to hold on if she wants a one-stop. 67% now for the rears for Regina on these hyper-soft tyres, I do believe, on lap 14 as we accelerate forward down lap 15 of the Grand Prix. She's still on these tyres, and once again, Kimi Räikkönen under DRS is going to get past her. But is she once again going to do one of those dive bombs down the inside? No, she can't this time. It's too much, and she's got not enough track to do it in. So Kimi Räikkönen has now gained that 3rd place, and Regina Hertz is now down to 4th. She's got no defence because she's got no ERS or any fuel left. Anyway, we accelerate forward at lap 15. It's finally time for Regina to come in. She was on 74% for that tyre in the end. I think that was the right rear. But anyway, so she comes in from these hyper soft, which are sort of pinky coloured. I think she's going to go on to the ultra soft now. Yes, onto the ultra soft. Oh god, thank Christ they sort this out for next year. We're just going to have 3 tyre compounds and be done with it. Well, there are going to be all different compounds again, but only 3 are going to be allowed to go to the races. Anyway, they'll sort it out in 2019 and explain that in more detail, because I can't, because I'm a bloody buffoon. Anyway, we accelerate forward at lap 21 of the Grand Prix. As you can see, the Hertz is going past the pits. There's lots of cars coming in, and she's now up into the points once again. Yes, 10th position, just one single Salisbury World Championship point. And we're on lap 22 now as we accelerate forward now to the end of lap 22. There's more cars coming into the pits. So I think Regina is going to gain a couple more quite well. As I say that, I think it's only going to be 2 places because one of those cars has now come out of the pits. And yes, she's up now to 8th position on lap 23 for the Hertz, chasing Sergio Perez, of course, in the Force India. as we accelerate forward now to the end of lap 23, and there's one more car in. It's a Ferrari. That's got to be Kimi Raikkonen, because Sebastian Vettel is once again way out in front. Or it could be Charles Leclerc, actually, a teammate. I think it was Leclerc, and yes, she's up now to 7th place. Of course, they're both red dots, being the Sauber has now got red colours in its livery. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to lap 24 of the Grand Prix. There's another car coming in. This time it's a blue one, and it's got to be Brendan Hartley in the Toro Rosso, and she's now up into 6th position now on lap 25. Still chasing Sergio Perez, but I don't think she's got very much chance of catching him. Just looking at the mini-map, he's way out in front. As we accelerate forward now to lap 26. No change in the position. She's got 4 cars now jostling, trying to get past her, and one of those is Esteban Ocon, who sails past her under the DRS in that Force India. But let's see if she dives down the inside, and yes she does. Oh my goodness, that was a definite hookster move there. Absolute definite hookster move, and she gets the place back, so she's now in the middle of a sandwich between the two Force Indias of Perez and Ocon. As we accelerate forward on lap 28, just looking at the tyres, they're looking pretty decent, I have to say, at this stage of the Grand Prix. But once again, Esteban Ocon under the DRS manages to get past the Force India, but once again she's going to go for it. Oh Jesus Christ, there's contact with Ocon, almost bins it, but she gets past. So once again, holding on to this 6th place. She's got a DRS failure on the car as well, but we don't worry about that as we accelerate forward at lap 31. There's no change. Oh my goodness, Carlos Sainz is out of the race. Brendan Hartley is out of the race. What's Lance Stroll is out of the race. What the hell's going on? And Lulu, oh my goodness, this is unbelievable scenes, and she gets slightly distracted there by the amount of cars going out, and Ocon once again tries to dive down the inside, but she holds him off. But she's holding on to this 6th place as we accelerate forward down lap 36 of the Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel has won the race. The tyres, well, they just about lasted the distance, 68% now for the right rear, but she's going to cross the line in 6th place. Another fantastic performance for Regina Hertz as she crosses the line right now. Fantastic. More points in the Sauber. Okay, onto the podium celebrations. As you can see, there's Sebastian Vettel in the top stop. The top stop? The top step. That'll do. Lifts up the trophy. Kimi Raikkonen in 3rd place, of course. And Maxi Boy in 2nd as the champagne goes over everyone, including the cameraman. Yes, don't worry about the fact that camera cost 25 grand. It's Sebastian Vettel. He'll just buy him a new one after the race. Who cares? Anyway, on to the final standings then after these 2 rounds. And as you can see, Regina Hertz finished in 6th place. Teammate Charles Leclerc only finished in 11th place, so he didn't get a single solitary World Championship point. And in the standings now, she's in 7th place with 127 points. Sebastian Vettel in the lead with 303. And Charles Leclerc in 12th place with 40 World Championship points.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy.
It's safe to say you're smashing everyone's expectations, isn't it?
It's interview time. Which one's she going to pick? Oh, F1 is a team sport. Oh, her Sauber rep has been increased.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
Let's see what she picks for this one. The car was sticking to the track. Oh, your aero department will notice.
You had a bit of contact today. Who was at fault there?
And for this one, she's going to pick... Oh, okay. Oh, sportsmanship increased.
There was quite a lot of contact today, wasn't there?
And for the last one, I think she may do a no comment. And she... No, she hasn't. Oh.
Appreciate your time.
Okay, so the interviews are over, and now it's time to say thanks so much for watching, everyone. There will, of course, be more later from the Regina Hertz All Teams career.